of personal items during a home burglary, according to reports. Law enforcement officials have confirmed to People magazine that an unspecific number of burglars broke into the comedian's Los Angeles area home over the weekend, stealing $500,000 worth of clothes, jewelry, watches, and other personal items. Hart and his family were gone during the home invasion, as according to TMZ, the actor was in Florida training with Miami Dolphins defense tackle Njimikon Suh. Hart reported the robbery once he arrived home. Police noted that the back door to the estate was pried open, giving an opening to the burglars. Currently, surveillance cameras located outside and inside Hart's home are being investigated for any possible leads. Hart's new action comedy film, Central Intelligence, alongside Dwayne Johnson, opens in theaters Friday. Yolanda Foster is done with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The 52-year-old reality star announced she's leaving the Bravo series to focus on her family and battle with chronic Lyme disease in a lengthy Instagram post Wednesday. Foster wrote, "I would have loved a more graceful exit than season 6, but sometimes we don't get to control the ending of the chapters in our lives. I am leaving what's over without denying its past importance in my life." She explained, "I believe that every exit is a new entry, and with that in mind, I say goodbye to my @Bravo TV family as I continue to focus on my recovery, my children, and bring back the privacy within our home. Thank you to all the fans for your love and unwavering support for these past 4 years. I am grateful for the housewife experience and all of it has brought me. I'm excited about this choice and look forward to the next chapter of my life." Foster, who joined Real Housewives in Season 3, had frequent clashes with her co-stars on the series. Many of her recent conflicts revolved around her co-stars' doubts about the veracity of her struggle with Lyme disease. The star said in December, "Too many chronically ill people are misunderstood by others, including family, friends, and their community. It seems in today's world your word isn't good enough anymore, so even though I should not have to prove my case, I'm not afraid to do so." Foster will release a book, Believe Me, My Battle with the Invisible Disability of Lyme Disease, about her struggle in February 2017. 2 of her 3 children, daughter Bella and son Anwar, are also diagnosed with the condition. Sean Penn's love of meat led him to nearly name his son Steak. The 55-year-old actor's son, Hopper Penn, revealed as much while speaking to Interview magazine. Hopper Penn is the only son to Sean Penn and actress Robin Wright, who split in 2009 after 13 years of marriage. The 22-year-old aspiring actor explained, "My name has to do with Dennis Hopper. My dad was friendly with him and idolized him. My dad wanted to name me Steak, the food, because he loved it so much, but my mom was never going for it." He added, "What they told me is that I hopped her in stomach. I didn't kick, so they went with that." Hopper Penn, who praised his father as a really good actor, says his dad was the one who inspired him to start acting. He'll make his film debut in Sean Penn's movie The Last Face after initially being reluctant to take on an on-screen role. He said 2.5 years ago, "My dad was working on his move called The Last Face, and I asked if I could PA for it. He says, 'No, you're going to act in it.' I said, 'No, because I'm very shy. I didn't know how to act.' After the first day, I fell in love with it." Sean Penn and Wright also share 25-year-old daughter Dylan. Hopper Penn previously told Elle Germany he and Dylan enjoyed a relaxed childhood in South Carolina, far away from the spotlight in Los Angeles. He says, "Life there was calm and simple. If we grew up in LA, it might have been different because the industry was a breath away. In South Carolina, no one has to do with the movie industry. Everything was easy going." Hopper Penn is also slated for the movie War Machine with Brad Pitt, Alan Ruck, and Will Poulter. Sean Penn, meanwhile, will play President Andrew Jackson in the HBO miniseries American Lion. Lena Dunham was able to successfully fool Jimmy Fallon in a game of Box of Lies Tuesday on The Tonight Show. The game, which consists of each contestant trying to trick one another about what's hidden inside a mystery box, starts with the Girls star and creator lying about a set of Leonardo DiCaprio headshots that were labeled Frances McDormand. Fallon yelled after Dunham unsuccessfully tried to convince him that the box contained a banana outfitted with crazy hair, googly eyes, and a raisin for a nose. "You lie." Fallon was also called a liar afterwards after he described a gladiator-style helmet filled with rubber duckies as a Barbie hot tub containing 3 of the Brady Bunch kids. Dunham said, winning the round, "You're the biggest liar I've ever met in my life. Like you could recognize a Barbie hot tub immediately." In the final round, Dunham received a copy of Grimm's fairy tale with a bottle of whiskey located inside. Choosing to tell the truth, Dunham won the competition after Fallon incorrectly guessed that she was lying. The 30-year-old said, "It's just so weird. What am I supposed to say? I can't lie about this. It's too weird." Spike has released a teaser clip of Michael Shannon performing the Pixies' Here Comes Your Man on Lip Sync Battle. The Long Day's Journey into Night actor will go head-to-head with Crazy Ex-Girlfriend star Rachel Bloom on Thursday's edition of the music competition series. The network previously released a preview of Bloom pretending to sing Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. Now it's in its second season. The show is hosted by LL Cool J and Chrissy Teigen. Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven copyright trial could end as quickly as it got started Tuesday over whether a video played as evidence was properly submitted in the case. Almost immediately, a debate arose about a possible mistrial as a result of the dispute, The Independent reported. Band frontman Robert Plant and guitarist Jimmy Page are facing a jury trial over claims they stole their iconic 1971 song Introduction from Spirit's 1967 instrumental track Taurus. The plaintiff's lawyer, Francis Alexander Malfoy, said previously that this case is about credit where credit's due, not winning damages. Malfoy is seeking a single $1 settlement against a writing credit for Spirit's guitarist and composer Randy California, whose real name is Randy Wolf. California's trustees would then receive future profits from Stairway to Heaven. U.S. District Judge Gary Klausner already ruled April that Stairway to Heaven bears substantial similarities with Taurus after Michael Skidmore, a trustee for California, filed a lawsuit alleging that Page was inspired to write the hit song after touring with Spirit in the late 1960s. Plant and Page were both incredibly performers, incredible musicians, but they covered other people's music and tried to make it their own, Malfoy said. But the band's lawyer, Robert Anderson, said the two men created Stairway to Heaven independently without resorts to Taurus or without copying anything in Taurus. He says there is no proof Led Zeppelin even heard Taurus until decades after creating Stairway to Heaven, the BBC reported. Anderson said that the part of the song in the dispute is a sequel of notes in the opening bars, a descending chromatic line, something that appears in all kinds of songs. He said such a commonplace musical device that dates back centuries is not protected by copyright and was not actually owned by the plaintiff. Plant and Page both look relaxed during the trial's opening, their hair is pulled back in ponytails, occasionally leaning towards each other to discuss evidence being presented. Music from the Beatles, Elvis Presley, and The Sounds of Music all were invoked during opening statements in the trial, which is expected to last 4 or 5 days. Deftones frontman Chino Moreno plans to one-up the rest by performing inside a volcano in Iceland. Through the years, musicians have pulled plenty of performance stunts, singing in strange places like an airplane fuselage in a glacier in Antarctica, but never in a volcano, Consequences of Sound reported. Moreno will perform in a volcano in Reykjavik, Iceland, during the weekend's Secret Solstice Festival. He and 20 lucky fans will lower 400 feet inside the volcano. Secret Solstice organizers say that despite what appears to be a dangerous feat, the volcano has not erupted in 4,000 years. The Secret Solstice Festival has a massive lineup of more than 177 acts, comprising mostly of small European bands. The festival, though, has snagged some notable headliners like Radiohead, Of Monsters and Men, and the Deftones. Stereogum reported. Deftones will headline on June 18th. When Moreno has his explosive performance inside the volcano, he and the guests will be lowered to its dormant magna chamber. Others have performed atop volcanoes in Hawaii and Gran Canaria, but never inside. Rapper A$AP Rocky has been named the new face of Dior Homme for the brand's upcoming fashion campaign. Rocky will be modeling attire from the high-end men's brand Autumn-Winter 2016-2017 collection Dior Homme announced Tuesday, along with filmmaker Larry Clark, French actor Rod Parado, and model Dylan Rokes. Dior Homme creative director Chris Van Alschiet noted about Rocky while speaking with WWD, "I really like his personal style and taste. He's a real fashion lover. He feels like fashion really influences his own work, and he has strong opinions on that." Dior captioned an Instagram alongside a photo of Rocky posing with a stylish red coat, introducing Dior Men 4 at Chris_Van_Ashley's Winter 2016-2017 campaign shot by Willie Vanderpeer. A$AP Rocky embodying the empowered masculinity of today's urban dandy. The 27-year-old hip-hop star was also interviewed by WWD in London, where he explained why he enjoys Dior Homme for their more formal style. He said, "I mean, it's dope when you can mix it. It's all about taking two worlds like streetwear and high-end and kind of mashing them together. But when it comes to Dior, it's just prestige and elegance in my opinion. It's almost like Coco Chanel was for the lady." Rock legend Paul McCartney mourns the death of Wings guitarist Henry McCullough on his official site Wednesday. McCullough, who was in Wings from 1972 through 1973, died Tuesday at the age of 72, Rolling Stones reported. McCartney spoke of his former bandmate. He was a pleasure to work with, a super talented musician with a lovely sense of humor. The solo he played on My Love was a classic that he made up on the spot in front of the orchestra. Our deepest sympathies to his family. McCartney posted a photo of the two performing together on paulmccartney.com. In addition to his time with Wings, McCullough played with the Grease Band with Joe Cocker at Woodstock and worked from time to time with Marianne Faithfull and Donovan. He also appeared on the original cast recording of Jesus Christ Superstar. McCullough has a varied career that launched in 1961. He was in the psychedelic band The People before later joining Cocker's Grease Band. McCullough became a session musician after leaving Wings, playing with Eric Burdon, Marianne Faithfull, Roy Harper, and Donovan. His voice can be heard at the end of Pink Floyd's Money on the Dark Side of the Moon album, where he says, "I don't know, I was really drunk at the time." Originally from Northern Ireland, McCullough was recruited to join the second version of Wings in 1971, and his guitar solo on My Love on the album Red Rose Speedway marked a career point for him. McCullough improvised it in a single take. A senior Apple executive on stage this week at a software conference publicly dismissed a Facebook friend request from pop star Taylor Swift, who has a tight relationship with the company. Craig Federighi, Apple's senior vice president of software engineering, also dismissed a missed call from his mom, The Verge reported. Federighi was presented widgets which turned the iPhone lock screen into a functioning second screen. Along with Swift and his own mother, he also took the opportunity to jokingly diss Apple Senior Vice President Phil Schiller, dismissing Schiller's notification that he just raided Federighi's village in Clash of Clans. Federighi told the audience on a video, "With 3D Touch, if you want to clear them, press it and clear them all with the tap. It's really great," he tells the crowd as he dismissed Swift's requests. Here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of June 25th. Number 10, Pink with Just Like Fire. Number 9, Rihanna with Needed Me. Number 8, Mike Posner with I Took a Pill in Ebenezer. Number 7, Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna with This Is What You Came For. Number 6, Lucas Graham with 7 Years. Number 5, Fifth Harmony featured Ty Dolla $ign for Work From Home. Number 4, The Chainsmokers featuring Dia with Don't Let Me Down. Number 3, Justin Timberlake with Can't Stop the Feeling. Number 2, Designer with Panda. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of June 25th, Drake featuring WizKid and Kayla with One Dance. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1965, Bob Dylan records Like a Rolling Stone. By the spring of 1965, Bob Dylan's presence in the world of music was beginning to be felt outside the boundaries of his normal genre. Within the world of folk music, he had been hailed as a hero for several years already, but now his music was capturing the attention and influencing the direction of artists like the Byrds, the Beatles, and even a young Stevie Wonder. With Dylan as a direct inspiration, popular music was about to change its direction, but so was Dylan himself. On this date in 1965, on their second day of recording at Columbia Records Studio A in Manhattan, he and a band featuring electric guitars and an organ laid down the master take of the song that would announce that change, Like a Rolling Stone. It would prove to be folk singers Bob Dylan's magnus opus and arguably the greatest rock and roll record of all time. It peaked at number 2 on the week of September 4th, 1965, blocked from the number 1 spot by the Beatles' Help. The most important impact of Like a Rolling Stone was not commercial, but creative. As Rolling Stone magazine wrote in 2004, in naming it the greatest song of all time, Dylan's transformed popular song with the content and ambition of Like a Rolling Stone. Or as Bruce Springsteen said of the first time he heard it, it sounded like somebody kicked open the door of your mind. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, June 16th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.